All right. This machine back squats. 1 by 12 at this weight. And then 4 by 6 here. So we did 1 by 12 at 255. Now we're doing 4 by 6 at 305. Very similar to what we did last week. This time, instead of do 2 sets, we did 1. And then instead do 2 sets of 6. Last week, we're doing 4 sets. So, again, the volume, a little bit different. We got 1 more set. But, again, like we only did 1 set of 12, set 2. But now we're adding 2 more sets of 6 here in this set. So, that's the volume for squats this week right here. I forgot how much 12 repetitions take away your breath. Haven't done 12 reps squats in a while. First set of 6 here. So I was going based on the percentage too. So 425 for me, it's kind of like close to my 1 rep max. So 60%, that was 255. We did about 73%. It's about 305 here. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know why. I feel like it's a hard time push weight on a smooth machine. It has to do with barbell. I've done 3 to 15 for reps of 6. Not much of an issue. But here, it's different. It's different for sure. Right. So, why you go on through your life, no matter what journey, your path you're taking, it's always going to be a game. That's what it really just comes down to, right? It's a game of life. Game of life when it comes to your career, your health, your relationships, and other areas of your life, right? So there's always a game to see how you stand, right? There's always going to be different levels. There's always going to be different obstacles, courses. So there's going to be different, missions that you got to partake in within that game of life, right? And with that game, It's like, how far can you keep going until you really just let the game tell you can't do it, you're a failure? Or you say, fuck the game, you gotta make shit happen, right? So he said, everybody's running, but I'm going on in this shit. But I don't know what shit. They can't catch the line, but nobody's sitting. They like another thing. I guess they think. I guess they think. Yeah, I know my life is out of luck. And everybody's got a different game of life. Yeah. Whatever stages you're at, everybody's game is different. Yeah. Everybody's trying to achieve that same outcome, right? So let's just say health-wise, right? Trying to say achieve that same healthy lifestyle. Or getting like you're looking good, you're feeling confident, and you're owning that power every time you step in a room, right? So everybody's trying to achieve the same outcome, but their life of game might be different. So you could be like, cool, for you, I'm only like losing 20 pounds. Maybe for that person, it might be looking like 50 pounds, right? So that difficulty is gonna be a lot different for the 50-pound person and it's for the 20-pound person. Then it could be vice versa, right? It all depends who wants it more. But when it just comes down to it, it's like who's willing to withstand all the obstacles and all the haymakers that gets tossed your way, right? Adversity, setbacks, roadblocks, you name it. All right, we got 20 seconds. We got third set here. My quads are feeling it for sure. Especially when they past 9 degrees. Yeah, hamstrings and calves. That shit brutal. All right, third set here. Whew. One more set here. The haymakers could be different. Yeah. Right here on my haymaker, smoking these squats. But this exercise right here, fucking get through it. Because what these haymakers do is they put you in a position where it's gonna tap again to that demon voice inside your head. And it's gonna be making it to the point where you can either keep continuing or you can quit. And that's your choice. But that's what haymakers in your life is gonna foresee. That's what haymakers in life is gonna try to do to throw you off your game, throw you off your course. Again, like let's say like you're fat loss journey, right? And everything's going well. You start seeing the scale move, right? You start noticing you get clothes are feeling better. And let's say some adversity come across your life, right? You go on vacation, you go to some event, something happens where you lose access to maybe going to the gym, getting groceries, whatever the case is. It's like that's when the real truth comes out. That's where the real testament comes. Is how you gonna make a difference in that situation, right? Are you gonna choose a path to keep going? Are you gonna choose a path where that's gonna, it's gonna stop you? It's gonna make you give up. And it's gonna make you go back to where you were before. All right, we got last set here. Up 6. Oh shit. All right, Matt. Yeah, hell yeah. Repping that shit. I'll see you, man. Yes, sir. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I took the breath out. All right. I'm going to shut this down. And then we're going to set for RDLs. Uh, 6x3 here. Again, last week we had 2x3 at 80 and 2x6 at 70. So from 440 to 385, I would do 75% at 415 right now. But yeah, man, these haymakers, they really try to get you. They really try to do life. Really tries to do anything in its power to, knock you on your ass and make sure you stay there, right? And the only response that comes with that to respond back to a haymaker is you give one back, but harder. And whatever that case is, whatever that stress you're going to, whatever that problem, issue you're going through, you got to respond back harder. And so it's probably not going to be the prettiest. It's probably not going to be the way you want to do it. But that's what you have to get done. And that's what you have to do and things like that, right? So, and you also got to understand it's like, it might be a shortcoming, right? Like, you may not have to respond that for the rest of your time. You might have to respond that for a short period of time until things get better. Or that life haymaker that's getting weakened, where you still keep going, but you keep going harder. And you destroy that thing, but why you still keep going harder? Oh. Well, that's saying 25? Yeah, go ahead, man. And kind of like, here's some context, but Haymakers, like, you haven't watched, like, go to my podcast, I talk about the 4 setbacks in 2024, right? Well, yeah, those setbacks or adversities ain't done yet. They still keep coming. As like, you can never ease yourself up. Even when you think like things might be going good, no matter what is good in your life, you always got to be prepared and you always got to be ready for whatever's going to come. We're halfway through 2024. Halfway through December of ending 2024, right? 2025 is right around the corner. And just because the year is ending doesn't mean the game of life, it doesn't mean the Haymakers ain't going to take it easy on you. It's going to find some way, somehow, to hit your target. So you can't throw you off course and throw you off game, right? And the way it wants to do it too. I'll get back to the set. I'm going up on wait here, 440. I gotta go get the 2.5s. Easy fine. Let me choose back for a second. Oh yeah, like it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna take easy on Again, it's gonna find that target. It's gonna find that sweep because at the end, what's it really trying to do is to see how you respond to it, right? And the response it's looking for is through the emotions. It's through the stress, right? It's like, are you gonna panic? And all hell's gonna be loose? Where you just go in this chaos mode where, again, you give up or you quit? Or you can be more strategic, more logic when it comes to these things, right? Like you take a deep breath, you let whatever shit happen. It is what it is. You gotta move on from it. Maybe get through your day, do what you need to do, and you can reassess the situation, right? Reassess to the point where it's like, cool, what are your options? What's gonna be the best situation for yourself? And how you gonna attack it, right? Again, it might slow you down. It might not be the way you want to move right now. But again, it's only a short time coming versus, forever, lifetime, right? Yeah. So I'll explain later what my haymaker was, right? When that time comes. Right now, gives you an idea what's gonna happen right now, right? Well, let's just say for your case, right? Then that haymaker may not happen in 2024, right? It could happen a year or two down the road, right? Let's just talk in your case standpoint, right? Is you're still out of shape. You're still out of the way. You don't like the way clothes is fitting, right? You don't like the way you look yourself in the mirror. You don't like the way you grab yourself, right? So you look at those things. I mean, that haymaker might came back maybe a year or two down the road. And so you're still reassessing. You're still trying to find that quick fix, right? That short-term solution to get rid of the haymaker. But the game in life, all you know is the bullshit you're trying to do. And so what's going to try to do is come up with another reason to land another haymaker at you. So you quit that one. So it keeps you in that cycle. You know, you're feeling guilty, feeling self-worthless, feeling confident with yourself, right? So we'll continue on. One more second. So even though you might be thinking to yourself that these haymakers, like 2024 was a good year. Yeah, you might be right. Like you had a good year, but that doesn't exclude the fact that that haymaker that came back in 23, 22, or when you ever felt like you got out of shape, you know, that's still haunting you. And that's still, you know, beating your ass up. So just because you have a good year doesn't mean you respond in life back in the way you were hoping to. Or that way you saw you did, right? So it just comes down to the emotions part, right? It's like those emotions over neglect the fact of what you're really experiencing right now. And not just on the outside, inside too. So you gotta really reassess, like, you know, like I said, there's only a few weeks left of 2025, right? If you don't want to have that same haymaker overlook you and overpower you on what's really feeling inside, then you gotta really start reassessing what things happen, right? And what's gonna be the best logical solution way for your case, right? For your lifestyle, for you to be consistent and to respond back to the haymaker more powerful, more resilient, and more with a vengeance, right? Here you go. That's it here. Oh, yo. That's it for audios. I guess after lunch, just gonna stay right here in this spot. All right, 3 sets of 8 here. Whew. The glute is feeling better. A little bit better. You know, increase the weight a little bit too. Went from 85 to 95. So each week, we keep increasing weight. We keep making sure that glute is feeling good. And, you know, we'll just keep strengthening the area as time goes on. So that's what we do for this phase, you know, for this movement. And just kind of, again, heal ourselves at the same time, right? But it's like, you know, and maybe what, so it's like, you probably ask yourself too, it's like, how do you respond back in 2025, right? Or what does that look like for you? And, you know, maybe throughout the entire career since the Haymaker happened, you know, you're trying to lose that weight, right? It's like, all right, maybe you try all these complicated diets, right? If you try these fat diets, these keto, intermittent fasting, Whole30, you know, fucking, you name it out there, right? And those didn't work for you, right? And then you try something where he's like, you gotta spend extra hours in the gym, right? Whereas you doing cardio, I guarantee you're not even working out. So that's just you doing cardio, spend hours on the treadmill, you know, lift goals for the fuck you want, name, right? And then it's just something that's not sustainable and consistent for you, right? This is something that you just don't enjoy. So that's what you've been doing for most of your journey and most of your life is you've been doing those 3 things, which creates that circle and that cycle. Like, yeah, you want to try something new, but then you do it for a little bit and then you don't see it's working, or you do see it working and you feel you can go back to what you were doing before, and it puts you in the shame and this guilt that you gain all that weight back, right? That took you the same amount of time, or even worse, you gain more than what you lost. And then you try to do something again, same thing, you gain the weight back or more, and increase the cycle, right? Because then you do things that's complicated for you, you're doing things that are stressful for you, and you're doing things that's not sustainable for you. And yeah, despite all that bullshit you went through, you're still here. You're still trying to make this happen, right? You're still staying at that same spot, waiting for the next opportunity, right? You're still staying, hoping and wishing this is the one. But what you're really doing is you're hoping and wishing for the wrong one. That's all. Got some glory for you standing, holding your position. But what good does it do if you're hoping and wishing for the wrong one, right? All right, so then what does that look like? Or then make sure that you have a simple plan. I said it to your lifestyle, I stay out to your enjoyment. I stay out to what you want to do. It's stress free. You wake up every single day, every morning. You know what you need to do. You have a plan in place. You know what you need to do to attack your plan to get to the results you're looking for, right? Finally, you're consistent and you're confident. You're consistent because you're doing day in, day out. You're happy with what you're looking like. You're happy that the plan's working. And you're happy that it's simple and stress free, right? And you're confident with all those three because now you gain more power to do whatever you want, to enjoy the foods without the guilt, and to walk any room having the power for people to look at you and for people to gawk at you in a sense. That is like, yeah, this person takes care of themselves, right? And that's what you guys got to do in 2025. All right, let's sit here. Oh yeah. Move on to leg extensions.
Some people said they did. They said nobody gets a zero. That's a fun, maybe.
All right, same concept, guys. 100 total reps here. Shit. We just did 30 right here. And we're on a different machine too. I like this one better here because this one, like, I can lean back and I can feel more tension through the quads, and the padding's better too. So again, 100 total reps here, as many sets possible here. But it's also, for you guys that haven't seen, my setbacks, I can go back to my podcast. My setbacks and adversity, they say I explain more, right? But with those setbacks and adversity, I'm still here. I'm still standing here. I'm still making things happen, right? I'm still making things work. Despite all the stresses, right? Despite all the feelings, right? Despite everything that's going on within my life and what's going on with your life, like, how much more shit can you be willing to take for you to exceed the outcome, right? And for you to see the light at the other side, right? So at the end, it's just like, how much more can you keep taking before you really just give yourself up, right? And again, it just all comes with preparation, planning, find things that you don't put yourself in a predicament, right? But again, it's life. They don't teach you these things, right? The only way it teaches you is you doing them on your own, right? As you go through the trials and errors, you go through the experiences, you go through the tough times, right? That's what makes you a better person. And that what makes you be resilient, whatever journey you're on. Fuck. There's no 30. Oh. Pro tip with the belt, as I saw it from Sam Sullivan and a couple other people, especially when it comes to this machine, it's such an angle, it kind of lifts your hips up. So when you extend it, you're lifting your hips up in a way where you're not getting the full tension on that leg extension, right? Especially on this one, right? The side backs. So the benefit with the belt is you wrap it around the backs of the pad, you loop it around, you tighten it up. So what this does is it forces your hips to stay down. So your ass is not coming out from the seat, and you're not, and you're putting more tension on the quad. So you're putting more tension on the lengthened position and more tension on the shortened position. When you come up, you're feeling the contraction from point A to point B. But when you're coming down, when you get that full stretch, you feel the muscle lengthen. You feel the stretch. And that's again where the growth comes from. It's putting that muscle in the deepest stretch it can and making sure you contract it from that moment on all the way up to the top position to get elevated. And so I forgot to record the time again. So I had myself 15 seconds here. So that's the benefit of the belt here. That's what you see. Because again, you saw me using a different one last week, right? Because again, this was on a commission. Yeah, the other one's not bad, but it's a little bit different. It's hard to, because again, the pad is not as stable as this one is. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. We got 17 left here. How's 83 total? 30, 30, 23. Oh, shit.
Okay, well, I'll see you on Thursday, right? Thursday. Okay.
Hi, Hammer.
Okay.
You have a blessed day, all right?
Huh?
You have a blessed day, all right?
Same to you, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi. One more set here. We got 17 reps. Give him about 15 seconds. Get him a rest here. And then we're just keep pumping that blood in his fucking muscle. Shit. Hi. Move on to calves.
Car situation. Did you get a car yet?
So
Because I've seen you on your post a couple of times say, still get to the workouts even without a car, get rides.
yes, so right now I'm in a predicament where like it's gotten worse now. So it was
How did it get worse?
So it was overheating at first, right? So they thought it was a radiator
No,
and
thermostat
and stuff like that, right? Nah, it was a bigger issue. It was a head gasket now.
Oh,
So
you're just gonna have to get another car.
now that's what I'm thinking. It's like either like, do I want like again like I'm at a state where it's like, am I gonna invest 3.5 into the cards?
How much?
Like another three and a half.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll give you my mechanic. You call him.
Okay.
He's mobile.
Okay.
Or you can go to his shop. You will not pay anywhere near that.
All right. So
because usually what they do is, I'm sorry.
Well, no, you're good.
They let you buy the parts, and then they'll put them in.
Okay. So it's not like the head gasket. It's got to get a timing belt. It's got to get a valve gasket. It's got to get a water pump. It's got to get other additional belts on top of it too.
Yeah, you're better off getting rid of it.
That's what I'm thinking. So can he, what do you call it, junk it? Can you mechanic junk the car?
I'll give you his number.
Okay.
And you can ask him.
Sure.
Because I have two of them. They're both Hispanic. They're both really reasonable. Yeah, one's right over off the airline.
Okay.
Right before you get on.
You're right.
HOA. He's on 4th and a half Street.
Okay.
His name is Jose, and then the other guy is shit. He's in my phone. I want to say it's Manuel or something like
Sure.
that.
I got you.
I'll shoot you both of them. You can call them and talk to them.
So I'm in a predicament. It's like, do I want to do that? Like, low investment but higher risk.
Go find a car for $6,000 or $7,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
And just finance it
Right.
for 2 years.
That's what I'm like looking at like Carvana. Like,
you can look at Carvana. I'm not big on that.
Okay.
Because I went to look for a car on there. They were hitting me at like 16 to 18%.
Oh, really? On the interest and things that? Gotcha. So, well, I guess.
I don't know what your credit's like, but
right.
So if you're anywhere, are you in the 6s?
No, not really.
Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna get you. Who do you bank with?
America.
BOA?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long have you been there?
3 years.
How many?
I think 4 years now.
Start with them.
Okay.
Because you're already a customer of
right.
theirs and so on and so forth. They can see what's coming in and what's going out.
Oh, and they say, yeah.
So you're probably going to have a better chance.
That's why I kind of went with them because they said they go to like any dealer and things that as well. So with that price, is that price like at like any dealership, like the 6,000 or 7,000 stuff like that?
Yeah, you can find cars that range decent. I mean, they're going to have probably obviously a little bit higher mileage.
Sure.
Find another older.
Right.
Civic or Accord or Camry or Corolla.
Right. Things of that, yeah. So it's not the best situation, but I'm just trying to find what's the best option for me. There's that because like with on the Carvana, I found like a nice like Ford Taurus because that's the car I used to have before and things like that. Yeah, I love that because it was nice and reliable.
Yeah,
and it's like
well, they're not out. You got to remember on Tauruses, same with any car. There's good years, there's bad years.
Sure, of course.
I had a 2010 Genesis, hardly had any problems with it.
Okay.
2013 that I sold with my son, I've replaced just about
everything.
It's got a new engine.
Yeah.
I replaced the engine.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, but there are cars out there
that have good years and bad years. I hear you on that. That have good and bad years. So
yeah, there's it's just how it is, unfortunately. But typically, if you stay with, if you stay with Honda, Toyota,
they're gonna last long. I mean, that was the thing. Is like I got this car for $2,000, right? As 05, 100.
Dude, you got more than
150. Yeah, exactly. But like, it's only 150K miles for being almost a 20-year-old car, right? But it's like the problem is when I was getting it, they never mentioned about that because what they did was put muck seal inside it to cover it up for a short time being and things like that.
Oh, really?
So like I didn't realize that at the time either. Or, of course, I don't know much about cars or anything like that either. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I thought he was just getting rid of it because he's living in a different like international country now and things like that. So so I got it and I was like, cool, I got a car that's gonna last me a good time. And I can get 6 months.
That's it?
That's it and things like that. No, so in 6 months since I had this car and this is the issue I'm having now and things like that.
That's a lot of issues.
We got one more set here. 3 sets of 12 here. Again, 4-second pause at the top, 4 seconds down. Total of seeing be it. If you stay to this point of the video, yeah, that's what my situation is going right now. So, but like I said, like those haymakers, this is all that matters of how you respond to it, right? What's going to be the best option for you? Getting to let the emotions get the best of you. Logically plan out strategically, figure out what's going to be the best option for you. Problem solving. They say until the time comes, right? It's like the problems you solve, but again, you got to figure out what's going to be best for you. And they say, all right, time to finish this last set here.
Eric, when we plan on looking for another.
I'm hopefully this week because like reason is because like I got outside clients now and things like that, and I'm not trying to lose out more than I need to and things like that. So it's like right now.
Yeah, you could Uber, but it cuts into your
exactly, or I could still take this car, but I have to wait like 2 hours before it cools off to fill more coolant in to get myself one because I only can go like 20 miles and that's it. And I have to wait for like 2 hours before the car cools off and like recovers itself. And then for me to get back on the road again. Like this morning, I went to Richmond for my client. It was fine getting there, but I heard the mist spray and things like that of the pressure. I went to try to drive it. Only got like 3 miles. Had to pull off to the side, let it cool off, fill it back up again. And then.
Now it's not, is it leaking coolant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just